Hello and welcome to Buckman's Model Mania. Today we're going to continue work on the Robocop with stage 18, and the build is coming from Fanhome. You go ahead and get the parts out. You can see I've got the left leg laid out, and as many of you know, and I mention it quite regularly, I build a group of these at one time. So these are all the parts that came in packs 4 and 5, because I got pack 5 before pack 4, but I couldn't do anything with it because I didn't have the parts. And again, this is really getting disheartening. I'm sure that there are times coming ahead that when I'm going to open a pack and not have parts because they're just thrown loose into the bags. These should have been wrapped in something, because I have had parts disappear because the bag gets ripped or something happens to it. But not much. Another part. Not much I can do about it at this point. Just let you know, these two are plastic. This is die cast. Most of the, other than the obvious, the screw and the spring and the bolt, all these, I believe these other two black parts are plastic. So let's go ahead and open the book and play Identify the Parts. So these two are 18A and B, lower part of the knee joint, parts A and B. C is called the joint gear. That's probably the knee joint gear. We've got a spring, upper part of the knee joint, bracket, nut. Let me just make sure. Spring, okay. All the parts are here, thankfully. I am not kidding when I say that I have had parts not there when I open the pack. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take B, which is this one here. And on the outside there, you can see a hole for the nut to go into. There. Slides in there just like that. And then they want you to put this little plastic bracket on it. This one right here. Fortunately, that is only a retainer. It is not going to do any actual, any of the heavy lifting. These parts or these screws are all P screws, so they're going into plastic. These are tiny, tiny screws. Let's see, what is this? PHOO, maybe. Get two of them out. Come on. There we go. Two of them out. They're going into plastic, so I'm not going to be dipping them in the oil. Let's see if I can line up that hole on the first one. Come on. There we go. So there you see. Come on, focus. It is started. This is going to swing over and cover that other hole. And then the second screw is going to go in there. And it will do its job. It will retain that nut in that spot. Which, I guess it's okay they did that in plastic. I still don't think it's okay that those parts were just hanging loose inside the bag. And if something happens to the bag in transit, those parts are gone. So let me tighten both of these down. I've been fortunate so far, knock on wood. My table's wood, by the way. I've been fortunate so far, never had any parts get lost outside of the box. Fortunately, been able to find everything. So that's how that goes in there. And you can see you got the nut in there. throwing pieces around. For a second there, it looked like that had come loose, and I was like, really? So now we're going to slide this part here. Okay, actually, we're going to put the spring on here first. On the other side, we've got the post here that the spring is going to go onto. And then we're going to put this gear piece down here. Very tight fit. Push this gear piece down on here, just like that. Turn the page. And so this is where we're going to build the knee joint. We're going to take this piece, which has the gears that are going to mesh up here. We're going to put this on here like that. And it's actually a pretty tight fit. Let's see if I lift it up a hair so I can get it completely straight. I like it better that way. So it goes on there like that. And then we're going to close it up with this piece going over top. I'm just looking. There are 2 pins, one here, going into these 2 small sockets down there. Okay, and these two posts here and here are going to line up with holes in this part. So I'm going to put those on there. Hopefully I can get it to line up. It's almost lining up. Go ahead and get the 2 SP screws out. Or no, I'm sorry, BP screws. Those are really tiny screws to be holding that together. So let me see if I can push this on there further, because I think this is what's holding it apart. It's going to be a little bit tricky to line that up. The screws go into those holes there. So hopefully this will go through without a hitch. Okay, that one started. Let me go ahead and get this next one. They're both started. I had to stop and make sure. I looked at the picture and I thought I had these 2 posts on the wrong side. So that one's tight, and as always, snug, but do not over torque them. They will strip the plastic out. So there's still a little bit of a gap there. So that goes on there like that, and then they say to take this screw, turn it over, put this screw in from this side, and it should engage with that nut. Almost grabbed the wrong screwdriver. You can see right there it's engaged with the nut. It goes through that plastic piece, and it actually tightens this down the rest of the way. Let's see if I can tighten this one in. Nope. Check that the joint moves, put the assembly aside for fitting in the model of the later stage. I'm about to bend it the wrong way. It's got to move this way. Perhaps I tightened it too much. So let's loosen that a little bit. I feel like I'm going to break it before I'm going to move it. Okay. Not really good sound, not really good feel. This should probably be made out of metal rather than plastic. but it does move. Not well, but it does move. And it says it's going to be attached at a later point. I'm just guessing, looking at the way this is set up. Not positive how this is going to go in yet. But that is all there is to do in that stage. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like the plastic part in this picture goes towards the bottom. So that's all that there is to do in this stage. That's all that there is to do in this shipment. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. Okay, Andre is texting me about a box that we got. So that's all there is to do in this stage. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified of any time I post new videos. Come on over to Hobby Time Modelers on Facebook, YouTube, Discord. See what we're doing. Links will be in the description. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow. And I will see you in the next video.